For many of my longtime listeners, you will know just how important my dad is already in my life, and also how he played a major role in Safe Money Retirement becoming a company. I talk about it in my book. He lost over 75% of his retirement in his first 4 years of retirement. Now, that's not what we're going to discuss today, but what we're going to discuss is something that unfortunately breaks my heart, and it is cognitive decline. And my dad is in the throes of it right now. Dementia is winning the battle at this point with him, unfortunately. And I want to discuss how these products, and yes, I do have them into these products as well, as you can imagine, but how these products can help once cognitive decline sets in, whether it's from dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever. How can these products help? That's what we're going to discuss. First, you hear me talk about it all the time. If you don't already have your own copy of Safe Money Retirement, your game plan for success, you owe it to yourself and maybe your future self to get a copy of this. It's going to explain all of these products you always hear me talking about. You're going to hear about my dad and why he's so important, and we will send you a copy absolutely free. No obligation, no cost. Just log on to our brand new website. We just launched it last week, safemoneyretirement.com. You can order your free copy right there, either in ebook or we'll even send you a paperback at no charge. Or you can give us a call, 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Okay, so let's get into how these products can help you once cognitive decline starts to set in. Let's go to both different types of products. So let's first talk about income products. So when you've got a guaranteed lifetime income product that is going to be there no matter what, it's going to pay a paycheck no matter what, as long as you or your spouse, if we set it up that way, are still breathing, that paycheck is still coming. It's a set it and forget it. You don't have to make any changes. There's nothing to do other than get your paycheck deposited in the bank every single month for the rest of your life. Now, how can that help with cognitive decline? It seems kind of obvious, but it's things people don't think about. So what you need to think about is in the future, obviously you're still going to need income, or your family is going to need the income to take care of you, whether that's in home or whether that's in a facility or wherever it is. Having that guaranteed income is huge. And you don't have to change anything. There's no buying and selling. There's no reallocations. There's none of that in these guaranteed income products. There's just an income that comes in every single month as long as you're alive. And we, of course, during our fact finder process, we will determine how much income you need. We will even possibly put some into another plan that can continue to grow to offset inflation in the future. A lot of different things that we can do. What you need to do, though, is ask yourself, is having a guaranteed income going to make me happier in retirement? And even more so, is it going to help me protect myself and my family if something were to happen to me mentally? If my mental capacities were to decline, would having that guaranteed income help me feel better? Help me feel more secure, help my family feel more secure, help to know that we don't have to worry about, that income, no matter what. I'm not having to worry about buying and selling or any of that stuff. That's why these income plans are so great, because you can turn them on now, you can turn them on in the future. They've got the guaranteed growth till you turn them on, all kinds of great features. But what we're talking about is not having to worry about it if you ever have cognitive decline. And that's why these income plans are absolutely fantastic for that. Everyone's going to need income. We know that. Everyone's going to need that income to last as long as they live. We know that. And these products are set it and forget it. You never have to worry about it. So they're absolutely spot on, perfect for someone that might have some sort of decline mentally moving forward throughout the rest of their lives. So that's income plans. Now, on growth plans, it's very much the same way. It depends on exactly what type of growth plan that you wind up getting, whether it's just a fixed growth plan in what's called a MYGA, a multi-year guaranteed annuity, works very much like a CD. It's just a set it and forget it. Okay, I'm going to make this much for this amount of time. Now, with those plans, we do have to get back together and, at the end of the term, whether it's 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever, we have to get back and do something else with that money. But if you have got a power of attorney and someone that can speak for you financially on your behalf, then that's something that, again, that's something that you don't have to worry about with mental decline, because there isn't anything that needs to be changed. We just basically, you can take withdrawals if you ever need to, and we will figure out what the best thing to do moving forward at the end of that term. So that's one type of growth plan. The other type of growth plan that you hear me talk about a lot are the ones that you can reallocate. Now, the ones that you can reallocate is a little bit different as far as cognitive decline, because you can reallocate them every year to the fixed, to the S&P, to various other indexes, and every single year you can choose where you want your money to be as far as growth. Now, that can be a little challenging as far as cognitive decline, but again, you have got a professional on your side. Make sure you have got a certified financial fiduciary on your side, so you know that you are going to be led in the right direction, number one. But number two, if and when cognitive decline does start, you do need to make sure you've got someone that can speak for you in financial situations. So what we would do is, I can speak with the client directly as long as they can. If they ever get to the point where they can't, which unfortunately my dad is pretty much at that point, then that would be when someone would step in, which in my family, that's me, would step in and be able to take care of that for your family member. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a family member. Actually, I've got a family member that did this for someone that was outside of her family. So having someone that can help you with that is huge. But the good thing is, on all of these products, if you don't reallocate, it just stays where it was. In other words, let's say you chose to have 50% in the fixed and 50% in the S&P. Let's just say that's what you did, and you had major cognitive decline over that year. The next year, if we don't change anything, it's just going to stay. It's going to stay right where it was, 50% in the fixed and 50% in the S&P. And every single year, it's going to do that unless we make a change. So it allows you to essentially set it and forget it and not have to worry about it no matter what happens mentally. Like I said, this is really on my heart lately because unfortunately my dad is really not doing well at all with the dementia. There's some days that's just awful. And I want to know that my clients have peace of mind that unfortunately, if this ever does happen, that you know that you're in a plan that's either going to pay you a guaranteed income, you never even have to think about it, it's just going to always be there, or the growth is always going to be there and you don't ever have to worry about losses. That can bring you an awful lot of peace in your retirement.
The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges apply to base contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or in a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. Fees may apply. Guarantees are based on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the insurance company. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified and licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are just taking the first step towards protecting your retirement. It's important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program are subject to change without notice.